In today's video, we're going to talk about profit first and some of the myths that surrounded this system. If you remember from the other videos that I've done, profit first is a powerful framework that helps us manage our money, give our dollars a purpose as they come in, and really help us to get to a place where our business is serving us and our lifestyle. So what are some of the myths? Myth number one, you can do profit first with spreadsheets. This doesn't work for a couple of different reasons. One reason is that when we're moving numbers on a spreadsheet, we're not actually moving cash. It doesn't feel real to us, and so then it doesn't change our behavior. Remember, profit first is about working with our natural behaviors. So if we want to change our behaviors, if we want our spending to be less, we need to create a smaller spending area. Our operating expense account, if you recall that from profit first, from the videos that we've done, the operating expense account being a smaller bucket, being one account of many, will work in line with our natural behaviors. We'll see that smaller amount and we'll spend less. We'll work within what we see there. When we track our numbers on a spreadsheet, we haven't changed our money. We haven't changed the amount that's available to us. It doesn't feel as real. Another issue with this process, really this idea of trying to do profit first with our spreadsheets, is that it requires a level of discipline. Coming back to the same point, we want profit first to work with our natural behaviors, our natural habits. And so updating a spreadsheet and staying on top of that in a disciplined and consistent manner is probably not in line. We already naturally check our bank account balance every time we want to make a business decision. Should I buy this? Should I spend money? We go and look and see how much we have available to us. We don't have a habit of doing that with spreadsheets. So profit first should not be done with spreadsheets. It should be done with bank accounts. Profit first myth number two is that profit first doesn't work. The system is too simple, or my business is too unique, or these principles don't apply to me. It comes in a lot of forms. The reality is that profit first does work. Literally hundreds of thousands of businesses have implemented this system and seen results. I've used it in 3 of my own businesses over the years. One was a full service salon. We implemented profit first, and it served us in amazing ways. I currently own a kids salon. This is a very different kind of business. Still in the beauty industry, very different. We use profit first there to incredible results. Third, in my business, True Profit Salons, that works with amazing beauty business owners like you, we of course teach profit first and we follow what we teach. I have an owner's pay account. I set aside for taxes. I get my quarterly profit bonuses and I love it. The system is incredible. It's also important to remember that there are a lot of naysayers out there, and most of them are in struggling businesses of their own. We've talked before about how this industry has struggled to achieve profitability, that there are too many beauty businesses that aren't doing well and too many owners that are paycheck to paycheck, barely getting by. So sometimes these people are criticizing and saying the system doesn't work, all while they are struggling and barely making ends meet. When you implement the principles of profit first, it is not a magic pill or a silver bullet. Results don't happen overnight, but when you consistently implement this, you do get results. You do grow your profitability. You do get rewarded better from your business than ever before. And you can achieve amazing levels of profitability. Profit first myth number 3 is that you can take your profit distribution early. Remember, the profit account is there to reward you as the business owner. If you were to own stock in a publicly traded company, you would often get dividends. That's your reward for the risk that you're taking in investing in that company. They know that their stock price might go up, but it also could go down. And so to reward you for that risk, they give you dividends. You are the sole shareholder in your own business. You're taking on tremendous risk, giving tremendous energy, effort, blood, sweat, and tears. And so you should be rewarded for that. That's what the profit account is there for. But we want to follow the cadence of the system. So we don't take our profit monthly because it's too often we become acclimated to it. The profit is there to reward us, to give us a boost, to help us feel the rewards and the benefits of all the good work that we've put into our business. The fruits of our labor, so to speak. When we take it too often, we become accustomed to it. It's no longer exciting or aspirational. Similarly, we don't want to take it too infrequently. That's why the quarterly profit bonus is done on that cadence, and it's not an annual profit bonus. If we take it once a year, it's too far apart. And when we know we're 9 months away from a bonus, it doesn't feel good. It doesn't excite us or motivate us in any way to see that balance change. So the quarterly cadence is important in that aspect. There also should be no need to have this earlier. Our owner's pay account should be what's taking care of our standard of living, our monthly needs. This is meant to be, again, aspirational from the profit account. And so there shouldn't be a need to take it early. And remember also that the secondary function of the profit account is to serve as an emergency fund. So should something happen in our business where circumstances change and there is no way to correct spending or to fix our cash issues in any other way, then we can use the profit account to cover us, to be an emergency fund. And so again, we want to stay within the rules of the system because it's designed to support us in exactly the ways that we need to get our high of getting that bonus once a quarter, and then to be there if we need it, if there's an emergency. And that's how we want to use the profit account in the Profit First system. Profit First myth number 4. Profit First is a set and forget system. This is just not true. Your business is dynamic. Its needs are always changing. It's evolving, hopefully growing. And so the needs of your business are changing as well. And so Profit First needs to be the same. It needs to be a system that is dynamic and changing and evolving with you. If you think about it, a business that has $100,000 of revenue will have different targets, different amounts that it needs for owner's pay and tax and profit than a $100 million business or a $1 million business or a $700,000 business. Each of these businesses will have different needs. And so as your business changes and evolves, its needs do as well. So we want to always be looking at how Profit First is serving our business. Are we hitting the targets that we've set for ourselves? The percentages that we're doing, are they serving us? Were we right when we did the assessment and we initially set what those amounts were for us? Also, most of the time, when we implement Profit First into our business and we do that initial assessment, we see that our business is far from where we want it to be. Our current percentages, for example, our operating expenses, might be 70 or 80% of our revenue. And we know that for our target, we want to get to, let's say, 40%. We can't go from 80% to 40% overnight. We need to create a journey to get there. So what we do is we create a roadmap and we make small incremental changes over time. Maybe, again, we like to use the quarterly cadence. This is a great amount of time. We lower our operating expenses by maybe 3% or 5%. Let our business adapt to that. Feel the benefits as we are able to move that percent into our owner's pay or our profit or our tax. And then after doing that for a quarter, then we're ready to evolve again, to level up, to do another 3, 4, 5% change. So in order for this system to be successful, we've got to constantly evaluate it, make sure that our business is adapting in those ways and moving in the right direction, and so that these percentages continue to serve us. That will allow this framework, Profit First, to build you a business that serves you and rewards you like never before.